Ta-da! Welcome to my office. I'm Snap10A. This is my place. Nice and quaint, nice and quiet. I wanted to debut my face cam for a number of different reasons, because I wanted to talk about something that I think is a little personal, and it's not, serious or anything, but it was a little personal because it's about YouTubers and it's about content creators, especially in the Rocket League community. I was posting one of my videos to the subreddit, and I learned that there are essentially two groups of folks out there, and I wanted to raise a question between these two groups. The question is, should low-level players be posting instructional YouTube videos? And it was pretty interesting because I got a number of different results. We got two very specific groups. Group A, as we'll call it, only believes that high-level players, champ-level players, the pros, are the ones who should be popping out YouTube videos that are about instructional Rocket League and about content creation that is geared towards tutorials and videos that help people learn. Whereas Group B believes that anybody can put it out as long as it's going to help out the community. So for example, I'm a Gold 3, Plat 1, Plat 2 on a good day Rocket League player, and I myself put out YouTube instructional videos that are for silver to gold level players. I don't believe or think that I'm capable of putting out anything for anyone above me, but I have learned in my YouTube comments that players do gain some value out of watching my videos who are lower level than I am. And they specifically say that learning from somebody who's just one level above them really helps them out versus maybe watching a pro where they can't quite understand exactly what they're doing. In fact, the premise of my entire YouTube channel and the reason why I built it was based off of that. If you go to see my YouTube channel intro that I created months ago now, you'll see that my entire purpose of this video is to not train high-level players. It's to train low-level players who need to know how to get to the next level. I mean, that makes sense, right? So I wanted to maybe talk about the conflicting sides of the folks who believe that only champ-level players should be throwing out the instructional videos and the ones that think that it's okay for low-level players too. But first, let's talk about the different types of videos that are put out there, and then maybe we'll have a better understanding of how to discuss this. So there's two major types of videos that are put out there, right? The very first video that you're going to see, or the most common video, is going to be that streamed or recorded video. And we're going to call that, say, a voice overlay video, where a lot of pros will be streaming, or they'll just be playing games, and then they'll just communicate their instructions, or they'll talk about what they're doing just live right there with voiceover. So immediately you'll get a pro level player's perspective right there in the now, so you can compare exactly what they're thinking as they're doing it on screen. And the real value to this content is not that you're getting a chance to watch the pros, it's that you're getting a chance to see what they're thinking live. Some of your pros that are out there that put out these videos that are overlays are really good at providing exactly what the people want, which is a little bit of entertainment. So those are those nutty shots that they make off the backboards and all those crazy plays that they make, which are amazing to watch, as well as a little bit of education that are kind of kicked in there as well. So a little bit of learning for everyone. I think Squishy Muffins sort of popularized this entire idea, and if he didn't popularize it, he definitely ran with it. He's number one in terms of being able to put out videos like this, definitely from a streamer's perspective. But just hearing what he's doing and hearing what he's saying really helps. He talks about what he's doing before the play and then after the play and what he's thinking as well. And he even gives you little tidbits of information about what he's thinking about the other players or about his other teammates, which is really helpful as well. And if you really want a detailed, in-depth look at what a player who's high level is thinking, go check out Lethamir's YouTube channel. It's pretty awesome. The videos that he puts out are top-notch, and then his conversation, which is nice and low-key and really descriptive, I think provide the most instructional value to any player. So the second set of videos, besides these voice overlays or like stream-based videos, are ones that are purely instructional. And these are the ones that are completely edited. They're chopped up and they're content created, and they're only delivering exactly what you want to see in a tutorial or in an instructional video. And some of the pros, look, they don't have time to deal with the content editing side of it, so they'll record themselves and they'll talk over it, and then they'll cut out all the fat, like all the fluff that's in between that stuff, and they'll give you just this nice long strip of just good information about how to do something. I think the best example that I have would be Kronovi's half flip video, where he does cut out all the fluff in the center of it, but every time he practices that half flip, or every time that he shows you how he practices that half flip, it's perfect, it's spot on. The other side of the video that's kind of like this would be the videos that Floomp puts out, where they're perfectly edited and curated so that anybody can understand from a million different angles and from the details that he puts into the video exactly how to do what he's trying to do. If there's a mechanic that you need to learn and you head to Floomp's video, he's going to have some information on it, and it's going to give you exactly what you need in order to learn that video. So let's talk about the different groups, Group A and Group B, and sort of where their values are. We'll pro and we'll con it, and I promise, I think at the end of this, we might come together and have a small consensus about when it's okay or what is best for the community in terms of who should be putting out tutorial videos. Group A, thinking that only champs and grand champs should be putting out videos, do have a point. The people who should be instructing should really be the people who know what the heck they're talking about. And those are the validated players. Those grand champs and the champ level players are the ones who have seen it all. They've got thousands of hours of time underneath them in terms of Rocket League play. They know exactly what's going on the pitch at all times. They've got a good mind for it. And they might truly be the best to deliver that sort of information down to the lower ranks. But the problem that I see with it is that there aren't too many people who are focusing on every single ranked-based detail. There's a nuance in terms of learning every portion of it. And so when you have a pro who goes up and he tells you exactly what he did off the wall right there, the 3 steps that he took in order to get there aren't conveyed. There's no detail about that. And so a low-level player might say, yeah, no, I get why you did that. I have no idea how to do that. But I also don't know how to do what you just did before that. I don't know how to come off the wall there. I don't know how to wave dash. I don't know how to half flip in order to get... You know what I'm saying. And in terms of Group B and what they're interested in, I totally understand this because this is my bread and butter. This is what I'm trying to put out there. This is the purpose of my videos, or at least it's going to be. If you take a look at my inner monologue series right now, I'm doing a voice overlay, and if you were any level higher than I was, you would turn it off in 30 seconds because I am reinstating the obvious over and over and over in my videos. The reason I do that is because low-level players need to understand the basics. So you, as a Diamond 3 player, don't need to hear why you need to go pick up boost pads in the center of the field over and over again. I will say that 8 times a game. I'll also say now I'm waiting patiently, which is something that you're never going to hear anybody high-level play. Of course you should be waiting patiently if, say, you're the goalie. And so when there are 3 people over in the corner scrumming it out and I'm sitting in the center, I'm going to tell people why I'm just sitting in the center instead of why I'm diving in there to go help out and make a shot so I could pass it to absolutely no one and offer no value in the game. That's just how it's going to have to work. There is a reinforcing of the basics that needs to happen over and over again before somebody can get really good at the game, before somebody can get good at anything. Reinforcing the basics is something that happens in every game, no matter what it is. I know you can see I've got some Frisbees behind me. I used to coach Ultimate Frisbee for a number of different teams back there, and every time that we would show up to the field, it would be 50 throws and 50 catches. Every single time. Everybody knows how to throw and catch on an Ultimate Frisbee team. The point is that you're going to reinstate the obvious over and over and over again. And we're going to do some repetition. There's going to be repetition if you're going to learn how to get up the ranks. So I guess the real question in this side is, do lower level players have any right in creating any sort of instructional video at all, or should they just leave it up to the champs and the grand champs? To which I say, as long as somebody is learning from some tutorial video or something that you're putting out there, there's a value in what you're producing. Even if a video from a gold 3 player reaches 10 silver 3 players and they get up to gold 1 because of it, we're doing a little bit of good in the community. And that's kind of the point and the purpose of why I created my YouTube channel. Until the high level players come off of those ranks and start to specifically focus on the nuance and the small portions and the details for those lower level players, I think there is a purpose for low-level content creators in terms of creating videos for the community. But hey, anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'm actually kind of happy to have a webcam, but I don't see myself using it a whole lot. There's really no point in it for instructional videos. Like maybe it'll be down there when I do, say, like my inner monologue series, when I'm just playing, but I really don't see a real purpose in it. As I say at the end of every video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, down below, let's discuss Rocket League. The more we talk about Rocket League, the better we all get, guys. Cheers.